All right, welcome to another quick tutorial on inspirational paintings for Christmas cards. So you probably will find quite a few of these on my page already. Some of them were done as video tutorials. Some of them I just shared as an image. These two guys were done as video tutorials. So today I would like to paint another one, and I hope you will find it inspirational. So I am working in my art journal, so I do not need anything, any like crazy supplies or anything super demanding, right? So I'm just going to use some washi tape, and I'm going to tape off the edges of the page. I'm going to paint on this page here. So I'm taping it off because for two reasons. One is that I really like the nice crisp edge, the white clean frame that you get when you do that. And the other one is that it protects the pages, the other pages in my journal, and so it allows me to move my brush freely, and I don't need to worry that, oh, I'm gonna mess up all the other pages and they're gonna get sticky, and I'm gonna mess up my whole journal. Okay, and then I use binder clips on the corners to keep my page nice and flat so that it's not bouncing up and down as I'm painting. So I'm gonna start with the background, and for my background I'm gonna use an old paper plate, so please forgive me if it doesn't look pretty. So I'm just gonna use some white. I'm gonna put a bunch of white on here, and I'm gonna do, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna use a little bit of this cadmium red just for fun. Let's create something that's, different, that's a little bit different. And let's add a little bit of black to this. We'll need some black. And then, so this is for my background, and then I think for my snowman I'm gonna use ultramarine. I will show you what I'm doing with that. It doesn't have to be anything super hard, okay? So I'm going to start with just white, and I'm going to put it onto my page for my background. And I'm going to grab a tiny bit of red and then put, I really didn't need this much red, because all I needed was this little bit, just to create interesting background for my snow, right? Snow is usually the hardest thing to paint, especially when you just start out and you're like, what am I doing wrong? Why is my snow looking flat? Well, it's because there's a lot of color to snow. And okay, a little bit of black, really little bit, and then I'm just going to work it in so that I have some interesting background. And then the same amount of ultramarine also here and there, and then just work it in, and we have this gorgeous background that is white, but it's not just flat white. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse out my brush. Okay, so what I'm painting is 3 snowmen singing. So I can put like 3 tiny snowmen, but that's really not what I want. I want to put in 3 heads, really. Okay, so let me help this dry faster. Okay, this is very much an improv, so if something goes sideways, you know, don't be too surprised. That's that happens sometimes, right? Okay, something round. Yes, so this is gonna be my first snowman. Let me see, I need my chalk. I like using chalk. This is what I use a lot. So I'm gonna take it off the page a little bit so that it's easy to see that it's just you know, that we don't get to see the whole thing. And why I want it off a little bit is because I want to fit more and I want to fit the hat in. So let's see. Okay, that's perfect. This is a little bit smaller and that works great. So this guy's head is gonna go like in here. And see this, I'm showing you just as I go. This is how I do this. And this guy's is gonna go a little bit lower. Perfect. All right, so this dude in the middle, he is going to have this huge kind of hat. So you're just gonna go this way and then goes around over here, around over here. So you see how I did this, right? I start with it like it's kind of like a smiley over here. Then you sort of add ears on the sides and you stop. And then you go back from where the ears connect to the head, right? And then you move off just a little bit. These are your marks. And then you can make a hat. See, just like that. Okay, so that's the sketch for number one. And he's gonna have these kind of cute eyes and nose. Okay, and he's gonna sing. Oh. And once we're done painting, you can always add like eyebrows on the top, and this way it shows that he's singing. Okay, well, he looks a little bit scared. It's probably because I put the eyes in like that. Let's see, maybe we'll put eyes. Maybe we'll give him eyes like this. I don't know. Let's play with that, okay? So we have an idea about this dude. And he's in the front, and then this guy over here is also gonna have a hat, and we're gonna start right here in here, like pretending that it goes all the way to the end, even though it doesn't. And he has, here's the center, he has one of those that I painted before with the pom-pom. That's his hat. So this line we don't need anymore. This line we do need. Okay. And there's his eye. There's going to be his other eye. His little carrot nose, right? And he's also singing. Something like that. Oh. Okay. And this last guy, he is going to have a hat. Do I have room for this? I wanted to give him a hat like this, like the slouchy hat, but I don't think I have much room. So I'm gonna change direction onto here, so it's a little bit on the side. We're gonna go like this, and again, this one's gonna be a little bit wider than that other hat, so that we can see that they're different. And then this one we're gonna paint it and show that it's there, okay? And we also, because he's up higher, we can also paint, like show that there is another round right here, right? Okay, so this dude is gonna have his eye and his little carrot, right? And he's also singing, oh. This is not the best way to this is not the best, but this is just a sketch, so we have an idea what we're painting. Okay, well, I'm just gonna run my hand over this, take off the excess of the chalk, and let's paint. Okay, hold on, let me lock this. All right, so I think I'm gonna go and grab my filbert for this, if I can find it. Maybe this one. No, probably too small for that. Here, this one, number 6. Okay. So I'm gonna start with their heads, and this guy is gonna have a little bit different undertone than the others. Okay, so there's ultramarine, there is white, and whoa, that was too much. Let's take it off. A little bit of black, just a little bit. Okay, and I'm just gonna paint all of this that's his head, but it's not his hat. And there we go. As easy as that, right? Nothing too complicated. All right, now this guy is gonna get a little bit more of ultramarine in him. Maybe a little bit more. So we have something to show, right? So we can see that those are 2 different faces. Just got it around that hat. And paint his face. Okay, and then this one's gonna get a little bit more black. And also we're gonna work around the hat and the other hat, so all the way around, and just paint the face. And then we also have a little bit of the body for this dude. Okay. Okay, just for the fun of it, I'm gonna paint his hat red because I can. So gonna clean out my brush, and just the part over here, this part. Cut around. Make it like not a straight line here, like a little slightly curved. I want it slightly curved. Here we are. I might need to come back here to apply another coat, but I think that's all good. Okay, grab a little bit of black, a little bit of this red, mix it together. You want to make darker red, and paint the back side of the hat. I'm going to suggest that that's probably not the best brush for this. Maybe use a smaller brush if you're trying to follow the step by step. Okay, a little bit more red for this darker mixture. And excuse me, we're going to connect the lines. So we're going to start on one ear, going up and then down through the hat, and then go around here again. Again, up, down, up. Okay. And then over here, you can kind of smooth it out a little bit. There we go. Maybe add a little bit of dark red over here on the side, like shading. Just a little bit, just a piece, okay? Just like that, and just leave it be, okay? Rinse. Okay. Rinse again. That's not a very clean brush. Let's try again. All right. So this guy over here is gonna have an ultramarine hat with black, excuse me, black, darker, let's say darker blue highlights or shading. So we're just gonna paint, I think it's called the brim, right? The fold over part over here. Not the best brush. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm changing the brush. This is too big for what I'm doing. I'm gonna grab a smaller brush for this. Here, like that. Okay, so I was super uncomfortable in my chair for some reason. I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then I remembered that my son needed to use my computer for his work, for his school, and he changes the height on my chair. And so I forgot that he might have done that. Okay, the hat, add a little bit of white to the top over here. Okay, add a tiny bit of black. I'm gonna put it over here. Okay, the pom-pom, just paint it. Paint the ball first with some darker colors, and I'll show you what to do next to make it fuzzy. You know what? I really like this color. I'm gonna use it over here for the hat. There. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry. Okay, what am I gonna do with this other guy hat? I wanted to use a very limited color palette. What am I gonna do? What can we do, right? We can grab some of this red and some of this ultramarine, mix. Maybe more ultramarine than red. Let's see how this works. Trying to make purple so that, yep, that's purple. Okay, so that other dude other snowman. It's gonna have purple hat because we can, right? Who's there to stop us? So we're gonna do the lighter brim. Okay, stay out of that hat though. Okay, just like that. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this darker purple and finish. So this is a slouchy hat that has like the end that falls behind him, you know. So this right here is a piece of his slouchy hat. All right. Okay, let's grab a little bit of this darker purple, put the shading over here for the hat. Okay, this one is gonna have ribs like this. Oh, okay, I'm just going back and fixing the strokes. I want it to be going from top to bottom and kind of leading us to the top, like that. Let's see what we can make, right? All right. Oh, I will have to bring yet another color. I'll have to bring yellow because I cannot make a carrot without yellow. I'll have to. All right, I'm gonna use the wrong side of my brush, dip it in black, and I'm gonna mark the eyes, spots right here somehow. Okay, and this guy's the other eyes behind, and this guy, I'm just wanna, okay, something like this, right? Okay, I'm gonna switch to a round brush, and I'm gonna use black. Okay, let's do the eyes. I always thought it was always the hardest to. Oh, I just got an idea. What if I turn this into sunglasses? Wouldn't that be fun? Let's do that. It is, you know, I wasn't prepared to do eyes with expression. I should have maybe practiced a little bit and played with facial expressions before I decided to paint this, but I think this is gonna be fun as well. Oh yeah, this is gonna be so much fun. Okay, this dude gets round like that. And this dude this dude gets the, I call them the Matrix. They remind me of that movie, like they had this narrow. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Okay, I'm gonna grab a tiny spotter brush. It's very small. And a little bit of yellow ochre. And when I say a little bit, I really mean a little bit. So I'll just take it up on the brush like that. Just pick it up with the brush. And I'm gonna mix it with the red that I have here. And I have my carrot. Okay, let's see. The carrot knows. Yeah, it needs to. Needs to go all the way up. Okay. So what I like about these kind of paintings, illustrations, whatever, don't take yourself too seriously, you know, just chill and relax and have fun. Okay, so this dude's carrot is behind this hat, this red hat, so this is the only piece we get to see. But this guy, we get to see it. Okay. They are rocking. Maybe they're not singing, maybe they're dancing. Okay, let's see. This is good. Look, I'm gonna use the back side of my pencil. Dip it in black. Okay, and so maybe bring it a little bit up higher. How's that? That looks like he's singing, don't you think? Here's the other guy. I'm just using this to help me make a nice oval. There, this will work. Okay, clean this up. Okay, use the round brush. Maybe now that I'm looking at them, that could be just the pieces of coal that we could find. Couldn't find anything else, you know? Found this. Oh. Okay, let's add fun eyebrows. Oh my goodness, I need Okay, they need names. They need names. Okay, and this guy is right here. Maybe the other eyebrow is kind of peeking. So here, wrong direction. Here, like that. Oh my goodness. Are you looking at this thinking, Luba, what are you doing? Okay, I'm grabbing a little bit more of the ultramarine, and I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of red on here again, just in case. I don't know if I'm gonna need it. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so for the hat, grab a little bit of black and just use like flick motion like this, and you'll make it'll look fuzzy like this, and then it will need to dry. Okay, a little bit of ultramarine on the same brush, mix it with the black, so you get this dark blue color. Okay, this goes down the hat like that, just creating the shape. Now I'm just grabbing some black and I'm going to outline the hat. You might want to use a smaller brush if you're not super comfortable with this size, but it's like just use very light hand if you're doing that with a little bit of a larger brush. Okay, and around the head all the way down to this other guy, and we'll stop. Now the other hat. And right here, the things, right? Not across the carrot though. Okay. Down the head. Right here. The other guy. The last guy. Not the carrot. The head. Well, and the hat and the body. Okay, a little bit on that brush, tiny tip. I like to add a little bit of, kind of a couple of black marks to the carrots. Yes, so I rinsed the brush, but I'm going back to black. So I decided to turn these into glasses still. So I'm gonna connect right here and right here. I think they're super cool, super chill snowmen. And this one, connect.
Boy, do you want lasagna tonight or orange chicken? Orange chicken.
Connect. There's gotta be another one right here. Kind of needs to fit. There we go. Okay, got to clean this up. This is way too wet. All right, let's get a little bit of white with a little bit of that ultramarine blue. super light blue. Okay, I'm gonna, too much paint, hold on, there. Let's make a highlight on those glasses, doing the same way. All highlights need to do the same thing, going the same way. Okay, now I'm using the same thing to add more fluff to the pom-pom on the hat. Okay, highlight the hat, highlight the black outline, maybe around the faces, again over here. Just makes it a little bit lighter to look at, right? Just highlights. And for this hat, of course, there we go. Maybe highlight a little bit of these on here. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab a small, where's my small, what did I do with it? Here. The spotter, the small spotter. And I'm gonna put some black on it. Right. Okay, and I'm just gonna paint some random musical notes. Everybody knows what's happening here, right? Okay. FALALA. All right. I think I like them. They're so cute. They're cute and they're crazy. I love that. That's kind of my thing. Cute and crazy. All right. Let's take off the washi tape. Oh, it leaked a little bit. Oh well, it's okay. It's just an art journal, so no big deal. Just a place to keep ideas. All right, let me know if you paint this. Looking forward to hearing from you. All right, bye.